Welcome to today's edition of Ghana Se Sen. Na yebedi enkomo ade afa oman Ghana as usual. Say Danny Den yinara yetenasia ye dwene oman Ghana hu ne hwempempen so a Ghana ebeko akudru. So that is it. Now your code for the day, check with the time. There's about 6 minutes past 3. Then the Aussie pen changes people. So if you don't want people to change, don't hate them. Don't hurt them. Yeah, I beg your pardon. Into say a yaw as nipa. Into say pese nipa best sa. A ya emfa womo enko hawmu. Enya de be ye ya. Into nipa bia no suba owo no se onam wo nyina no bibi ha no. Into at the moment obeye wadwene se obeye bibi atia no no na ehye ne pa. Ene obesesane ne ye towards you said you see no nante anomonto no wutu ane nkomo no wudie bibi ono ye bia no osesa ne ye no edi free onchen enti sanity enti bebe dia ene nya dia ebe ha nipa no na ne da bia no onsesa na se di wusi pe no gwanya ne sa da bia. Okay, so welcome wezo akwa abasendezua na nkomo dapono so eche bia ye beti e dia free obakai new wager East Weja Bawi, New Weja Bawi East, Engineer Daniel Awache, vie for the assemblyman of that area, engineer, I say, Memenda Ebe, special work at the Air Kosopa, and your health works pa. New Weja East works with engineer Daniel Awache. This memeneda wabu we tie top horne parliament choice now area hunyina no chimu area hunyina no. We are coming to work with engineer Daniel Awache, who is vying for assemblyman for that area inti memenda be there engineer Daniel Awache ana yenene ko work e wo New Weja East ana baso sonko kra kama pa ana yede ehihye so enti mu am tie top parliament choice any area ho nyina no mu sha ye memenda ebe na ye ni engineer Daniel Awache enko sa work no dia na dapono so de dapono so ne se OSP enkomo mienu ana edana kwan mu a me be me yedi sa enkomo no ende die na panifo a me no be di sa enkomo no Yura Daniel Kwasi Ashaman, former member of parliament for Bom constituency, and Oka the NDC communication team currently at Danida Yeshia in the Din Komafi Stephen Kwasi Akwa, Mayor Kolak Carlos, NPP communication officer at Denton constituency, and so Baba becoming near Twitching Common. OSP Niama Mienu Bako and say press conference na o kasafa ekwanya ajagefo edene faso in terms of ensemwa court na ajagefo abua eno na obi a na nka no oye OSP Martin Amidu ababonte abeka se o kache president ebeya onfre opani no kisi ajaben na onene nkasa ento saade no oyinadi because can I say kisia jabe kasa dodo kasa o kasa nso no oya kasa tia judge for adwuma wo mu die boni be kasa o undermine the work of the judiciary na judiciary na adwuma wo mu ye na ni nso ana sedien itu obeya adwuma wo hwem no onya adwuma no njai se odi asem akokot no de kwa na judge for ko kasa fa ho ana so mu ruli fa ho a na o kasa bebiri no eti sane ma na oye nyina no chese adwuma no wotumi nye eti be anka president emma wo fa na adwuma no nye den emfa to ho because judge for mu asem na mbe press conference na mbe kasa mfa tia judge for mfa rulings a omde aba ho o se yenye ne saa tie Martin Amidu semwa okuchiri e de abeto abonten eno no ana yebedi hu nkomo se OSP dwuma wo ye any press conference wo ye ne hu nema kasa wo kasa hu adwuma no eno ano no ana sa judge for kasa wi a utimi ba abonten enso be yeden e be ka ho asem ana eno eye one ye to so mienu OSP ya ana ede won na ba abonten se opani pansia bi ni pansia wo hwehwe o ni nyina fade yen e fa se eye sikasem e fa voting na enkofo a yekoto omo so aba na wo mo di sika hye delegate nsem ma delegate na ahwe so de akoto aba it is all vote buying ana wo hu video bi ene de ekoso na MPP for prime say atwa mu kakra ya ana dano mbeta ka kire mo se de eye mahi eye ma we ho ne se minim se delegate na ya mo mutumi se wo mu yi nipa ya to obegina wo mani omo ye politicians and omo ye politicians and omo ye ordinary Ghanaians to say yen because we ye politician ya na disika mawa na udisika na begina bontia begina camera edi show ya mami sika envelope ya mami say na ya mami say ni ya mami say ya mami and obi ese so obi mami 4 million wa mami and obi mami 3 million obi sasem na ya na omo keka no faso ben na wo so because nipa no disika ne ma no de ma wo kukuam say Jina Piana Fatu Abamame. One can't just say, call public announcement, say, Mamosika. And the Saudi and Konoba public announcement, what I just say, Mamosika say to Monko to Abantis, I want to. That means say, Sika said, I'm the one to. By Yanisa. And to be Busa said, are they politicians or they are just ordinary Ghanaians? And they are more Musika, so Monko to Aban or Moko to Ana. Because you're a politician, you don't do that. It is not right. And the OSP said, we're going to be bisa. Ama nipa bi edi sika kire it is adia or resa ankofo no aye sika no investigation edi ahweba bi sika ni fire ne fare bai ene kwanya e faso ami ebusa se ebo fititete na ma bre so besi nne elections amanfo akwa sika piem ene no OSP musa so ye hwehwemu ana so ogusu ye bi dada because na nu bi abaku bi si ye obi ko video bi eno so saa enti sensei no saa sika pie na pie no obeye no watwa no na free wo se ye ntua sika ma obi nto aba ma obi biemu ana se ye den kobo mienu a mani abere hu an ye bedi hu komo enne gidigidi pa ai mfanya sam ketwa e wa ha because we asha ma call election akwa enti saa vote buying we obika so kabi papa so kabi mame because baby asem ne nam kono media man kan am bo emahi si e be ma osika na ade ba kire wiase nyina e be ma TV na be gina ka ye ma me fridge ye ma me TV ye ma me hwan nto OSP ahuni some investigation o be ye no o ye e prosecute omo o ye do omo akohin o wia ne fare ba ne pampa so be kwa kosisen ye be jai sikatua ah ye de man kofo twitwa abama ye ana because the politicians are crying omo ya aware they are crying but omo nka ho asem mo super so omo nka ho asem as I said here omo be yama e ba me sa na gidia nipa wo politician mu ada bia ye kan eso ti because then you are making us to believe say you buy your way out to power after that you real for how long are we going to continue to do this? Betwa me ho na fe maba me ba abegafo e betrase na yedi nkomo exactly 4:35 the phone line should be activated. You will have the opportunity to call into the program and contribute but 0545402507 hotline obe send a message e dia faso na yedi sa nkomo no edi every ho enti me da me ho aba me ba era kosasa ma be come inside ye be hye nkomo na se na afei ye nua ba ko ne ba me ato so me ba sisi ya
high sense air conditioner you want more do be brain the ultimate see ho and the other put down when you now high sense air condition kwa and a 4-in-1 filter system and also na buame see from a few ho coin the other put down you 1.5 2.0 and a 2.5 the other see on so you 4.5 and a 2.5 air condition be anywhere chili chain high sense air condition aye papa and train them kania check na bona so down for me yeah the gold plated fence and the copper pipes papa pie dimu and the air conditions enye dede enti ba bia be so ne bia wonya wasomdwe ene wa hoto high sense nkoa ene ma 5 years manufacturer defect warranty se air conditioner open kwa dia kai say no one high sense everyday prices for everyday people.
Mena me yetire ewo fia na de me pe na esa wo ye
say di fola fa jo adine ko
na se betina fia e de na obetina ya ma me sa wo 2 seconds no
na kana mi so mu ahon kana kamedi agu
se jina ho na me husband fi juma no me tu se wo jina better forward mi kuru na jije
Jumadi, womo muso yasini ye Hola Savior Herbal Clinic.
Despon Estate Limited. Mama densia ye fododo.
Hola Herbal Mixture, Ghana phone yina ajiatum.
Hello, my name is Dede, and as you already know, when it comes to quality phones and accessories but yet affordable, it's Franco Trading Enterprise. We are #1. To 65 inches, Franco air condition from 1.5 horsepower to 2.5 horsepower. We have mobile phones, iPhones, Nokia, Samsung, Huawei, Infinix, Alcatel, and accessories like phone protectors, phone covers, pen drive, hard drives. We have skilled personnel who will serve you as you wish. So look no further than Franco Trading Enterprise. Franco Trading Enterprise, the home of quality air condition, television, mobile phones and accessories.
So me sorry anopa, and now me say me didn't nafa lady clean esi me hunti no. Eni chia me di sorry efiri mpem, eye sonko. Adwuma mu so, me to make it come me ho, eye adwuma ye san ye se, and now me say me didn't nafa lady clean, eni esi me ho. So people adwuma I can't or the befie edem. Me stretch your cra, and now some the Nafa Lady Clean, and this yes, me home. Nafa Lady Clean, a feminine hygiene washer, a poor SSC or bar, what he fee, or now won't think of one idea. Nafa Lady Clean.
Feel confident with Nafa Lady.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the
Okay, so welcome back. Home-based television network. Yeah, starting Jumedie no ti Transia kusi say exactly 4:50, 10 minutes to 5. And yeah, sorry, Efi Nkonya so medican actual and comma at that point so. So let me give you an insight of what Martin AMIDU had said so far, so that we benya a muntri muye na what me I join it through the conversation. So this is how it is. Former Special Prosecutor Martin AMIDU has described his successor Kisia Jabin as the worst appointee of President AKUFO. In an opinion piece addressing Mr. Jabin's reaction to a recent High Court ruling, Martin AMIDU said the Special Prosecutor committed the impeachable offense of inciting the media and the public against the judiciary. His position comes on the back of Jabin's press conference on November 29, 2023, to express concerns over what he said is an increasing trend of dismissive rulings in corruption cases he was pursuing. The Director of Public Prosecution, appointed pursuant to the Legal Service Act 1993, Act 320, would have been subjected to disciplinary proceedings for misconduct, meriting dismissal from office if he or she called a media conference and said the same things the special prosecutor said at the press conference of the 29 November 2023, which was intended to bring the administration of justice and judicial branch into disrepute in the eyes of right-thinking members of society, contrary to Article 127 of the 1992 Constitution. And all those who worked under me as the Deputy Attorney General and later as the Attorney General, know that I will either have insisted on the intention of such disciplinary proceedings or initiated proceeding against a DPP who dared to hold a media briefing to win public sympathy for an unfavorable decision by the courts instead of as hosting the appellant procedure or forever hold his or her peace, Martin AMIDU stated. I have no doubt that the president, who was himself an attorney general, will have initiated disciplinary proceedings against the DPP, who committed the same violation of the 1992 constitution during his tenure as the attorney general. Kissia Jabin is the worst appointment the president has ever been laid into making, and the president knows this as a former attorney general. The president is not, however, in a position to initiate disciplinary proceedings against the special prosecutor, as he can only be removed from office under Section 15 of the Act 959 by the process of impeachment, he added. So this is it. Nti Martin said, "Prim baby I do need here. Nkunta tumbintum. Nti say kayobia anka prim the disciplinary actions atoho. Ana or the president are making references in Kabaya or the remove aba and or the constitution at say sa necessary ba sa ne nkonwana. Okay, it yewa dan kwesi man akwaba na pom to say na pom de nyame ase na nibre na wo abirwum kakra ho nibre na wo sa nibre wo mne ne de he oh kose tenacity by 2 weeks so message yes say oh me by to and I make a choice 24 hours policy okay just as say ejuma nankasa eni ho ya popusia ye hu bibia sikatafa sikai betumi abie ejuma no ye dinu wanum ye dibia to boa kese nti ejuma ni ho Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, former president, also on the 24-hour economic policy. Nambebu, the Juman Kwa, and that's ours. Let's make that a pa. So, there's a papa. Yeah, now, Pumitis Steven. Okay, the Uncle Yanko Point and another AKUFO ADDO, Achagana, Mine, and Nei, Yanam Ranti, and Mabawa, in Yadachi. In fact, hairdresser for so more than another is answer and cover this time ye do mum lighter defi a money be no call could not circle under John Maham but any saffron omunya light the eduma it is on mine more than senya if we are singing higher than no crana o beat me baby unity will be a bra light a woho now I dry it in come no margin a cacra no mudia share omuyirin omukunum no mumma Sanso na welda for no so eda se lighting nti omusu timinya bibi ede edidi na ohwemu a yenua no manso a omo pamade ndey wayi kra samo musika nso ase ba omo de ebi omo nwumemu a ekom anim nti ohwe we nyina ewiase ayeden ebi aka Ghana nanso because we know how to bring back the economy to life. Yeah, boy, homodin say Ghana for a common new monom kowe abo. Te sese ni binum ka che say yentimi ntina Ghana yentunko tena Togo no. Enti na medin che akese efi obapa oba wakukuduro no nim nyansa no wa ho brase. Akosua esa menu cozy ene efre no. Ene yo no na MPP for ato aba amanu say ye Franketuni e wa Dentam constituency. Come 2024. Adente nyina ye de. Isan say the very first time Adenta for ebinyo ba oye member of parliament. Enti nyamenhira MPP for koto aba ana no Saturday. Na nyamenhira Adenta for nyina nso omagye atum say ampa omo koto aba de ama oba pa akosua asa menu cozy manabe yo momra shebedwani. Adenta constituency for nyina enemy communications team members. Honorable Henry Korte, yes, the Greater Accra Regional Minister. Rapidly, ye nyane so nipa 9 Ghana ha adia ye friend no apathy in political party activism no.
so bete papa the honorable eduma pa wo ye edema MPP for ne Greater Accra at large nyame ensure honorable Henry Kote ye bo ne mrani say no mo me da say
all right yeah sama yenko nkomo no so na ye hwe matina AMIDU asem o kan yi ana makuchiri na ma kenkan e de akere we ne kwan so ano no
yo open
yeah
me shower for ni me ni etie for ni any home base my phone ni na yeah papa Martin AMIDU akasabio na I am speaking from the premise na me of parliament and sana ye created the office
of the special prosecutor okay
until ube say sad time na those who were arguing for office of the special prosecutor na ko omu ye no say omu ye no independent onko she attorney general say
okay
omu ye anye omu ye anye nti eho ena obi a ye be appoint you say you are the officer or you are the officer of the office of the special prosecutor unim social attorney general say
okay
you don't have your independent powers into decisions bia be take grano it must go to the what attorney
general ma ohwem
yes
and san mo decide
so
prosecution
be baba or powers than you
okay
how be catch you say no ye no that is how that office was created. Na ye create ye papa say AMIDU society na hope.
So no the first one.
The first one ya tinu fu say hey do you that baby who call Ghana position ye di mawa. Uye hu to say you are all in all ubua. Even today as you are speaking ADDO himself is regretting just around the corner here. Why because people are going to mark you by your work at the end of the day. And our position is here the man emre wo and the man who the office of you're waiting enough from the beginning. People wrongly hit the ground running. Say me kasama what hey me show me say you don't take your time to study the nitty-gritty of the environment ayedi wakochina. Omanpenyi de wa appointee enyesa. Wa appointee AMIDU anche. Look at the appointing authority ankata enu na AMIDU be accuse ye enu free office ho. Yedi uba no gidi openyi ajaben. O say he's the conscience of the nation. What is that? Now fena conscience no udwane. Obviously or your conscience of the nation. Say also or abanuma na nkwanuma na de na no.
Na also ya nkwanuma.
Yes. You see the system in which you are appointed no and one kasa air fight you. Is fighting you.
Then why would the system appoint? Because if the system knows appointment na
just for appointing sake. Not for the work. Let me catch you. Me catch you say you be a woman. Tell me near my AMIDU be yes say 1 year na 2 years. Money do my be back.
Because over the years now over the years now you one any special prosecutor. Over the years abaya we are there. Corruption yete ya see be twaso and before kwa corruption from Adams you betimi aye hu bibia you better so all these things were there we were still there. But this one came and we thought to say it was going to end everything. Then later the two of them on bar office now have some problems there. Now
this creation of office na SSS Ghana ni obibini bia fatu ni mufu. In Africa we create office just to let our political apparatchiks to occupy. A juma is mu yankaza no enu de mfa nipa wa appointing no kra ho. E ti se nipa wa appointing no kra no sanka juma oye no. SSS oye no ti say the watchman who watches the watchman the watchman of the state. Do you get it right?
Yes.
No because if you rankaza no on person oye watchman juma say SSS oye no. So what are you going to do? You cannot do foco. But AMIDU went ahead and Okoka said this is a what impeachment or no something offense contempt issue the special prosecutor talking against. Yeah, that is an arm of government. So arm of government. Almost say court to do asem we are na asem no. Na se wo sa akogina baby ono ye lawyer say court anye no year. Enu ntina matame do say papa we no esese ye mpam no. Because court ya dey asem no we are now so say ne we ye no enye no. We see there be court no ndem boawo. Do you get me right?
Division kokasa.
Say enu na matame no say o ma article 959. Wa court article anka say ye mfam pam no. Wakasa dodo. E wo krum ha. Openya jabe wakasa bebre. Bisa unhu se salaries awajajaja se afiba kubusumi dumie no ana eduenu kra no. Ejuma be na waye. Can you check the value for money for that office aye tuanika? Because some of us argued against this. Why do we have Yoko? Na nsanko create office of what? Special prosecutor. CID investigative agencies. Why are we creating unnecessary offices? Why? But we just want to say that we have created the office, and this office is leaking the bucket, is siphoning the resources. Why should we? Into when we say at the end of the day, no, office of the special prosecutor and ADDO creating no, I found for so be Ghana for corruption. A flood on the street, to say flood in Aba. And now,
and say be a politicians no name makwan masade and
not
all you know they be kwa no or send the baby or wa other politicians be a old asem na all kakra so no and also tete ho omo bi omo nfa so omo nya MPP for omo other political party opponents for but they are not allowing him to even bring the matter on board.
But there is no other political person who can stop the special prosecutor other than the appointer, president. Nobody. The people from other political parties can talk. Do you get it right? But we don't have any power to stop him from what he's doing. So say so to me the person you know that there is any power appointing on the man no. Simplicity. Kasa we will stand there and accuse you. Do you get it right? Nsamba na yaka to say NDC for Okroma na nado afada. Onfa. It is like we are wasting time, but we must continue to talk because people will be listening to us and take their decision because that office is a voted office. In this the people who give power will listen to us so that when you go to the ballot box, you take a decision that I want a person who will listen to me. That is where we are. Say I am the conscience of the nation. No some fan go to abroad na there. Now be say who say how did we get here? That is it. Nipa odi wa to hono. On pese we ye djuma no. After se kanu ya shiri dada. Nka tema Pierre Laporte eka COVID sika say on ma kenofureta over 300 or 430 million na wako bu nkunta of parliament say 130. Na onu World Bank representative visa say where is our $300 million and akuntano in case say ye juma in case say ye hu say $300 million na hanafa finance minister call parliament akoya account troka wakoya account troka di mayen and he's still in office. He is still in office. Can offerenta ko tam yesika omusi emergency vote there vote one with the omotunu yesika instead of going to parliament one call nipa wa appointed that be not ho one fear that they say kona kochia kwa we na usumanu you are under arrest na ema professor the Wharton. No, pick and choose into when you say we are wasting time. MPP government is abusing Ghanaians, seriously abusing Ghanaians because every government rely on resources. And yes, sir. Now look at the resources this government have gotten, and is it not bad? Say in the baby decide some this can be again. You've gotten about 330 billion tax revenue for these years. You took loans. You printed 77 billion the MAU 2021-2022. Convert that money with the exchange rate of 12 cedis, $6.4 billion.
And the infrastructure be
mention them. Medium bodin bo infrastructure no din. Na ko share this interchange go just take from police headquarters any kotema. Na ko hu be the level of the interchanges e was akwan no so. Almost year 7, year 8, year 12. Yes. Go to Kaneshi here.
Yes.
Phase 1, you na pesca to phase 2 no go and see how it is. Go there and see. So where's the money gone to? And then you ask yourself the cost of these interchanges. And then factor it into 6.4 billion in the name of Ghana cedis 77 billion. Say, what have they used the money for? During COVID down, they took what? Billions of series of bonds. 3 billion. What have they used those monies for? Are we not wasting? NPP is abusing us. Nanado government is abusing that. Move on the streets. If you pass 10 street lights, traffic lights, 1 or 2 is working. 1 of 2 is working. One say no nyanku pankasa to me bonye for etre. Some people for catch say stop doom so. But the street lights and now traffic light and Mahama fix here a big cry to perform to me fix light no nye juma. So you ask yourself, so if you say you have fixed it, what was your intention of fixing?
For the traffic light I think say I will not argue with you because there are about 3-4 places me am come for about 2 months it's not working. It is not working. After 4 your friends say electoral commission for side for some every Saturday 4-5 times. It is not working.
Me say a trophobia san me
argument.
Because say this before catch say Mahama stop doing some. Let us deal with our people intellectually, not by political propagandism.
By 2016, ending of 2016, no more solve. Yeko Xmas na you suma na
me paucho. Ye na edi solve dum so. Ye di inframa na solve na ye di infidie na solve. That is the question I'll ask you. O to me jina simple ya solve dum so na dum so solve na you must import or purchase equipment. Is electricity by just wind blowing or it is by system that has been filled or fixed? Anti car power, one a toy. Ameri power, one a toy. A turbo gas, one a building. These 3 things I've mentioned, can they help to give you electricity? Yes or no? If they can help you to give you electricity, are they working today? Yes. Now, so you keep that at one answer. Now, this is obi original sim piesu. Ye manu handkerchief for people. I'm also so beside. Okay. Those are the questions we are not asking.
Okay.
What have you done? Now, if truly you have done something, and the traffic lights are not working, meanwhile you have paid money to stop the doom so, is that sensible? Is that sensible?
Okay.
So to some of us, to some of us,
yes,
it is not about saying that we have done it. Pinpoint what you have done.
Okay.
I want to see someone. I want to walk. I just said Peter, me walk catch a time of bus. And Minister of Energy said, "Also, man, fact and come." No, Peter, me won't know about them. I know because asem. In this, you want to hear campaign boys? Kase, or no stop doom so. They can tell that to my mother. Unfortunately, my mother is gone, so they can't deceive me.
All right, you are Shaman Medasi. Okay, so you are Shaman, former member of Parliament for Boom constituency under the NDC ticket, and now Menino H3 M Commono. You are Stephen Akwasuasi. Stephen, Unia Kasa Bibri na matana mi do asɛm a ɔde abeto dwa yi sɛn na wo so hu no
Babeni,
yes,
medase. Mami fa kwenye iso emfa ncha kese ni asida PSC Emma, the CEO for Youth Employment Agency.
Okay.
Ira Kofi Ba Japan. Ejuma soa papi oko waye e dance papa pay. Babeni December BB ABC Ghana.
Okay.
Under the leadership of Kofi Japan. En cheye enoma emrantie ne maba wa pamade abodwobodwa. Omo musika pudua omfam tre omonwumem December inso. The big announcement is coming.
Oh, okay.
And Ghanaian youth should watch out for it. It's going to be one of its kind of a BNC. And all these things are happening under the leadership of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa. Omampeni odwen Ghana for that and awama Kofi Japan. Yes, Jumedie no ewo Youth Employment Agency. Onia.
Yes.
Special prosecutor. Ejuma yedemano enie. Yes, say the office of the special prosecutor was established in 2018 as the gold standard and flagship specialized independent anti-corruption institution in Ghana. In pursuance of the United Nations Convention Against Corruption. The OSP has the object of investigating and prosecuting specific cases of alleged or suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses in the public and private sectors, recovering the proceeds of such acts by disgorging illicit and unexplained wealth and taking steps to prevent them. Rabeni,
yeah.
Okay, Barack Hussein Obama,
yes,
Obagana, and at the chambers of parliament, Mebra Penny, na Otihobi, or say Africa does not need strong men. What we need is strong institutions. Brapeni, Oboni and Idia Council. Sengame Bray eti na onye parliamentarian da. Can some more Kenyan made the channel. But for the fact that he's been a parliamentarian and for him to sit on national television to say the office of the special prosecutor was just created to make room for party apparatchiks to occupy. It's rather unfortunate. Okay, the gang of 3 now Bamba Benkaho under President Tata Mills.
Ayi mudiana your friend say team men Babin and one
the 3 wise men.
The 3 wise men.
Thank you. Yes. The gang of 3 wise men. Me pacho, was that also a position created that na party apparatchiks eko occupy na. Omo krampo de na ye nimo mo. Modus operandi. What they say omo no ya ye ejuma ye de mo kra no ya mfa nkrata anye de anto. But this is an office whose office was enacted by act of parliament. Mebra peni te hwa ye mrani become wansem and no person mama hu say what say parliamentarian bi ye ka say wa court na parliament 20 something years on making any statement on the floor of parliament and it's rather unfortunate. But you see, it is a typical of an NDC propagandist, and I don't begrudge him so much. It's answer Ghana for 8 years. The reason being that say your maimu na emera 1992 constitution the policing in Ghana ebai or the army ebai the all the security agencies ebai me pacho omu nyina no. They were supposed to protect the public purse and protect the life and properties of this country. But ye yoko. Epacho na investigation bureau na yegunu. Na yegunu. Emra ye yoko no na investigation bureau ni yegunu. na judicial service na ya scrapping. Indeed, if Yoko came as a result of suspected organized crime, Adentina Special Prosecutor's Office becomes a party apparatchiki position. It's rather unfortunate. Senka until we be near Yemrana coming better no. But honorable, let us not do things that appear say because we want political power. Yen can somewhere incite the public against government because trust me, you assuming with that admission, Namikram Pengu name see in the next 20 years a day in media Ghana for ma NDC for muni plan at the Magana mind and be kunyada. It's an say you do no crampo no brapeni that same person and ne all can ask them say or no neighbor beji for the expedition krokoje at the become fleet of cars your friend say Jubilee House for the expedition sepi enimguasi some say on mine Ghana ye intimi talk for the expedition into timi kwaji ademudie ye bisa hono also the aka Ghana casa aban impeni for tinemu Jubilee House.
Yes, yeah, the chair no the chair no so the chair aban or the chair Ghana into Ghana cash no the car ana
enimguasi some say na ye ti he na American president or say ya chene car into the akoko cathedral pool over not despite say na down for a channel moto into the moto okada moto ibi akwakuti ni fie he say come me japade. What are you talking about? I mean yem bu Ghana sovereignty no yem bu no na yem fo bu ni eni die mana kakra na say obi abeye sa akwanka president of the republic but enye because this is the president also no ankasa taking a decision for himself is a problem. Former President John Mahama also taking a decision for himself no a problem ya deso kese yeso no oye man peni bi obet na ho no no ankasa say adwini nyansa pa yentina se ndwene ma ye ho no ntimi ye how would he be able to even think for them?
Yeah, na you can't say we don't you think say book now what try or can say asem wo no e bia na taken out of context but we can book ni na be wi na sa asem ponte na o kan
contest
e we ni na so bi na ma o de class
contest ben it is difficult for me to take a decision for myself. Contest ben bi na mfi mu this is a kind cover to cover as I say rapeni see Oman Penny John Dramani Mahama ebefie kunwa so yera Oman Penny abedi echiro tie kunwa so sese ya oye the flag bearer of the new patriotic party His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia o making it clear to the good people of this country say the problem we went through as far as Dumso is concerned and yet because we don't have the facilities to produce power. Typical of the NDC, they don't want to read, so they won't read to know. Or say the problem wasn't about power generation, it was about financing the generation. Na ebema kanya no ejina so na yesikasam rapeni sikasam nso yenko bisa wa 2008 Yeko election, go and check all the IMF, all the financial organizations. I say Ghana was attaining a middle income status economy. Yes or no? 2008. Fourth year Antuata niya ye di bam ena openi atamels eba ye bedi ade. Obedi ade wiye ye no. 2 years down the lane, 2010, Ghana had attained a middle income status economy. Just say ye de ho a any kwansen koye kwa mama nso ko sresre papeni fofian tuata en ye ko hu yewra atamels na memfa ne kre nsie mayen mfantefo me ma won yakọ ai ye ko hu na mu 37 maternity ward papeni 2 years back hu 2012 by na yewra John Dramani Mahama or say or ye dead goat na eduane ni sika twitwi dia atamels kufuo ja no ho ano ohwe so yie nkakra no wawia manatu dompe na papa we of the parliament we ndimi emisa no hansa not a parliament. Why we are not to Dompe? Such a man is coming back, and my revered brother is support to such an empty idea. And now what he can say, Ghana at Tia Pansam. Wapeni, obey sincere to the good people of this country and your listeners and viewers. Say, between the year 2017 to the year 2019-2020, what was the status of the Ghana's economy? Booming. Don't pay no money, no. Your baba kwakwa don't pay na the nam kale ho e mana ye ma eco school free. Your car say your kwakwa ye free senior high school. Say, hey, young started from SHS 1 to SHS 3, 4, no more school at that time. You see, they are draining young son boom mind and your propaganda and the populist approach. We did it systematically, and then over 1.4 million Ghanaian youth eco school are ye training. Under the NDC, na Sam Ranti, and then Baba we over 400,000 of them na ombe we senior high school no mo nam la require omo ton ye pep talk yes I saw them ye joy and ne koma kola ko zongo le ni ade ko bisa unhu akola we di beye 12-15 years echo 17 years or ton I saw ta wo na be hu bi kura ba ko mienu na enso ana no na ebusu bebi abefe bia na nkola ton ade wo dwom na ka bobi but make netiwi. I always say this to the glory of God. Because we do school of business. So as I'm gonna say when I'm go school. I needed only Ghana 23 Ghana cedis to write my final exams. Let me go and now go exam say you do registration fee. And so what exam 23 Ghana cedis in the Ghana sika. I dropped out of school. Same government now the AKUFO say me registration free, me extra classes free, me feeding free, me registration free, me BBA free. NDC for say sikana ya de yes ano John Dramani Mahama say senka onu ne kura say sikana ko de be man mpanafo ato ayaduane amane
okanda ben send mpanafo.
If I had 2 billion Ghana cedis, I will invest it in education.
So that's what he says. So I'm fat me the Bema Mpana.
Now, Ghana is Ghana. What the Bema why? Ghana is Ghana for the Mahano. All the Bema why? Mr. John Dramani Mahama on the country on the brand at ye on God Bema and then Mpana for. And so ne Ghana for ma go school free. I am sure on say NPP abanwo aye di develop on my way no NDC for the propaganda and the ADDO and they are always nosing around also at the 24 hour then aba
economy or the beba on caso de aba also or the beba when he comes to power
okojina ho wie ya kan ye osan ko jina sunyane se bron ha for say den voluntary.
Oh yes, voluntary mo be jack and the tax incentives as but obema mo electricity aba for man be 25 so am be
he vindicated the good people of this country omkasa and papa no ntimi ndwene ma no him say NDC for are complaining enyoma boy Mahabo John Dramani Mahama ni NDC for amount boy sem omo di ama kurofo for momo manage for 30 years. Are you aware? 30 good years. Temahabo. And then Temahabo nanti ene mbaba wa omo omusu. So mu nye dwuma nye. Omo de pressure ni nyina beto o mampeni na na dudan ko AKUFO ado ne na aban so accepted, admitted because we inherit liabilities as well as assets. Anambwa. And so how many Ghanaians know say Temahabo ye gi si awa 30 years. Enti baby a John Dramani Mahama any MPC for then PMC for say whatever company that is running the other side of the Mahabo because of taxes inti nkrofo ntimi nkoyi omunioma ho no mo dia fatema ha baba e ma ne nkrofo bebre gapo akese ni nyina eyegu because the contractual agreement between government of Ghana and that people, you cannot operate temame habo. You always need to have your things cleared at that place. Ghana for me bread, and you may go up to habo. And so nim say John Dramani Mahama ni sike die basa anti or the am 30 years. Na say me meti he me years 30 years be kan ho. I just me man nanom and never betu as aka na Ghana for. But such is a political party. Yet so empty, they don't have the plan to plan for this country, but they just want to say 8 years in edu. And the moment but trust me, the good people of this country are not going to allow the empty barrels to always make the most noise. Ghana for Emma John Dramani Mahama and me NDC among boys and Mbada. Rappening, yes. Share Circle Dubai interchange, Kaswa interchange. Omo kan yama na Africa omo nim how much it costed them. Mebwa. Okuje to beka ne de. Ofosu kwa che beka ne de. Na nipa na OKSP asamono. The communications director of the NDC says he's not credible.
Martin AMIDU.
I say he's not credible. NDC NDC for Kasamafo Kasa MNDC. Or say Papa na your friend Martin AMIDU no. Ye kaso bi onye credible twi ne be kan say. Koshini da brabani. On kanu kre. E Martin AMIDU. Nyam kai. Sami Jenju ne kan. Or say Ghana ha ye po bi onye credible ye otrofo da brabani a o kase hwesoro a wan hwefo mo a woni betu atofom e Mr. Martin AMIDU. Ene Martin na ka say you. Me nkoji nindi. Hwi anka me tontom.
Jo kan nyini.
Why would I believe somebody who's his own political party spokesperson say onye credible?
Asa AKUFO once upon a time was an attorney general. And the constitution no e dey atoto ho. And watch say because of that disparate actions no AKUFO cannot take it. But to bet me yine free ho. Pe ne na ajakise jabin keka no. Enti niema na okeka no constitutionally any mmeremu no eni wana.
I was saying, sorry, was studio and boy and some man and I say he doesn't get in the institutions of this country or the activities of the institutions of this country. Say a man marano and I'm what do you think Nanado betting me aquaco dinner judiciary or say Momunya what you may be into Mona report to mommy? Is it possible? It's not possible. Obiati ne dwuma se insikisi jaben yi e de ono ne mra ye de amano papa we ka ho bia ye draft man no ye dwuma. Why would you come and say onye ne dwuma ye? You can criticize him but you can't say onye ne dwuma ye. Ono Martin AMIDU otewo ye creating office na onni ba biti no wan besu sika na o se ye die o can this for ho say ye di Ghana sika no say sika ni bia na ye de kopa office ni bi e ma na okotena ho. And the office now, a big office. Say it's kind of again. And then you come and sit here and now COVID time and you say, Brapani, come the whole country, especially Greater Accra. National hotels are Odua. COVID for IRA for Kodaya, a buying the Chiaka and a period mre. Kokempiski. Nako bisase one night. Oda where you say na why your ma a bicycle na ye bitua yet Ghana ha rapeni nobody complain. They say me near your police ni or your teacher ni or your immigration ni or your why ni oda ban payroll so for 3 years ne bi ni mu nko adwuma ye ti om ka fully scan you go wi be kan sa track keke na Ghana for 8 years ayode say sika no mesrew ye ko wi aya na what nso say on mind bi so for aba say na na do dan ko AKUFO the COVID money we gave you you didn't utilize it well until you jisika. And now what could be a sika na dia ye adwuma. Sa hotels no aban ni tuaka. Doctors no, nurses na no mo ko adwuma o mentua taxes. Omuntia electricity bill, omuntia water bill for almost 2-3 years no. Sikana ye di tu omuka no ye ko wi aya na. Enye Ghana sika nuti na ye mede se obi sa ne se enti sig mo ehu se ya ma nsuo free enti nsuo wa fa de ndale. Free water na ye ma ye no wa fa bi ndale. Electricity bill na ye tete so no we nya bi anyusu. What are you talking about? Abaidu me ni bie ni ho obeka se maketua bosome ba akumpo yate so ko Libya omo cut down salaries. All the social intervention policies for Libya and their citizenry yate so Ghana yate ye so emra na covid ko so a Ghana for ni NDC for susu se omani mu ade no mo cry se policy bi ti se free senior high school yentwam Mampini said there be yentem. He's not thinking about today. He's thinking about the future of this country where we must train our young men to take over and make good policies for this country.
For this mommy.
Inti abinti na ne yeti ha no mampini na na dudanko ekufu abo. Aye we nyina. Oka bibi fa eden. Atobo gas. Me bacho Kai West African Gas Pipeline project. It started when Kufu Abres. Ewa. Me pacho ene ose traffic light in so ntini chese dum so ababi mana na and also if I him by Rapini, he should also acknowledge the fact that all the interchanges, almost all the interchanges in certain strategic places in Ghana, baby abefebia chronocra swati because there are surveillance CCTV cameras erected at every place. When one on him Ghana is near the year young.
Okay. So that's it. Yeah, because Brem, let me make some reactions. Be enough for young. Yes.
I mean, I'll do intellectual discourse.
Okay.
I'm not coming for propaganda. Now, say, many can say in the year 2017, 2018, 2019, the nation is booming. What was the growth rate in 2017? 8.13%. That is the booming aspect of. Now, through 2018, growth not is about 6.2. At this from 8 to 6.2. And 2019, 6.5. Now, when you go to the debt to GDP, 2017, 56%. A honor your debt ejina. Ube drew 2018 ejina 61. What does that tell you? Wuka e koso, umpuntu e bafo. Enu na me catch you say. When munu mi mami no betu bia catch you. Na mi mami ewu. They don't look at the figures, they just talk. This is the data that you can find in the National Archives. In this ube catch me say the nation is booming. In 2019, even the World Bank have warned them. Because I will say, borrow we know air cost. Debt to GDP moved 2017 56, 2018 61, 2019 62. A canu kosro. U kachara unkoda say bibia ye. That is why we are here. Because when they take the money, they have people like this to go and be talking without using data. This is the data I have. I'm talking about. Osi baomiasi electricity no. Enye power by financial. Oh. Your vice president here. Near what promise chief imam host the once and now you're fufro. Obi a uguga ni din, mi say obi a uguga ni din a. Ube unso a liar. Go to Wikipedia and check. Me say say ni pa fufro din kra na ebebo. Now say enye nu a atoabo gas no ye de ati. Se bi etie for kafra. In there atoabo gas ayase no ye de ati. Etie for with due respect. These are the people. And nothing Professor Dai Gaza or Kana Sama, then they released mad dogs against him. These are the people. And you could see it clearly. Which of the interchanges? Ko Faha, Nako, Nungwa. Go to Tema. Boom. Nashe, Yedi, Chance, Atwa, interchanges as a Busumu dying. They have taken the money. Go and cost that. Non catch himself for all that you say, the MPP government didn't get 830 billion tax revenue for these 7 years. Sana Mahama Nyae, they got 830 billion Ghana cedis as tax revenue. Mahama Numunya 248 billion. Meaning 248 billion for 8 years. We must speak to data. We are not just going to speak because we belong to a political party. We must educate people. When you speak, young people go into the archives and pick the figures. Unless you look at neode man, any neode brew, and then neode ye. Ehon ebeka say sika mi ma no. Na nke do so say nka se wo to say but one to ni aka no efa. But they don't speak to any data. And that is how Baumia deceive us. And that is how they want him to continue to deceive us. Baumia ni blue economy no was akasawunda. Debi hours 24 hours say who the blue economy dey back. Obisusu the 24-hour economy dey back. And no catch us say we eduma nko a. We see anu enye. Na who dey ba no obviously wanu say mega sound.
Na some mo dey no kan once per pass it.
Me see. Nda be no ka blue economy asema kire. Was that the simple so ka blue economy? They are dazed. Because we have what? We have a problem in operations management, you can say you have constraint. And because of the constraint, you must take a decision, a route that can take you out of that. What Bobusia ya pamu capital market. So any government that cannot go to the capital market, that is what it is. Do you get it right? International communities are no more borrowing money or lending money to us. That is what it is. Yet IMF from our second front to very incompetent, useless people hating us every day.
To be a scandal, Baba Nemba.
Dia na woka. True nyame kasa. We dia. O dia besha ubabo. Papa ofie dia o di besha ubabo. But this is a nation that must run, and it must run with figures and principles. How is it being run? Say Kama Uko Mahama ko IMF says the kanu batronchi so my jita ma ye ko he. Adentina mu de ntunyamba. And you still believe your leaders as MPP. The people who cannot make a decision or make sure that we get the IMF inflows. My goodness. Me to me when I come to sit here, yes, I'll take the data that Ghana has produced to talk about, and then we look at it. Say a financial problem, and nunti na dum so baya. Eba musa na ndra so glifo say, oma close ansa na omudi mrika. Eba musa, you have gotten 830 billion. That is what it is. And to me, I'll plead with you people. I want to go on debate with people who can use figures. The existing figures of the economy, not people who can just talk, because talk is cheap. You get it right? They say today people are getting what they are doing, but they have forgotten that companies are collapsing because of hurting taxes. I speak with data.
And before companies are collapsing,
if you have 1D1F as a manufacturing sector, go and look at the manufacturing sector. What is the growth? Negative 2.2. Do you understand positive and negative? Meanwhile, they say they have opened 160. They have employed a lot of people. But the growth in that sector, while employing Nipano, while creating Jumano, the growth is negative 2.2. Nyansan ya di kitikiti o. Nyansan ya di kitikiti. Because when you expend the money, you need to take pen and paper to calculate. the value for money, the profitability or return on investment. You must do those calculations. But when they take the money, they give it to their boys, and they'll be spending like the topic will be coming to. So they don't care. Oh, Obi Lisa said, and Mama there or Saba Bayedian. Nse percent na Yakubo Busa Yachichemo Amudintun, or percent na Hosa.
Anything on
yes, no, I want to say my name Ma or Saba Bayedian. Unzem before Gazaza. When you let this smelling economy with pen and paper, what are you talking about? Negative 55% equity. Mahamatan, what is the Bank of Ghana Bokada? What? Omu to me ye juma sa uko cantonment ha profit o manya no mudi asi hospital. So when you listen to these people talking the way they like, and they have that right though, everybody must talk. But me, when I want to talk, I want to use data. Express and me krum kasa and edit in a Bank of Ghana. Ye di Bretton Woods economic principles ni models no. And edit na ho. The first time MPP for ni wo say World Bank for you ni person bet na Ghana. And your money wo to see what they are doing. You are there printing money like printing machine. What is worse than that? And they are talking. They have the guts to talk because they don't take paper to talk. This is not printed from NDC headquarters. This is Ghana economic figures. Then let us look at the inflation. During Muhammad time, the highest inflation was what? Number to me, the inflation for 54%.
But it's dropping now.
That is senseless talk. Excuse me, with all due respect to the people. You must cosplay with us for us to see the performance of the team. Do you get it right?
Yes.
Before you can compare, you must compare NDC government that you said the inflation of 50% is too much to yours. To yours. So is the 35% smaller than 15% today? And maybe 35% is small. And yes, sir. These reckless people. Omo be catch them say bafo. When a man akosoro.
Some of money cost. But some of the money cost. So I say economic indicators in the more. The work that they are doing now, work on the economy, or more economy around. It is bringing it down. So currently, so 35. How would you know? So by the close of next year, it has come to where you are now. Okay, 15%. And compared to that time now, we should also look at the years involved because as 2016 to now, changes better baby. There are so many things that will change. It is during your era, that's a 15%. You telling me say one other swapper as at now can that drop more than 15%?
Yes. What complaint saying? Period. I was 15.
So when you come
that is the point of discussion. What complaint saying now would you buy 54? That is the discussion point. Do you get it right? And yes, I can say inflation and cost roda. But why were you complaining yesterday and today you come and push it there? Now, you know, these people must one day answer to the people of this country. Especially so the governor of Bank of Ghana. Because, you know, inflation and cost rokeke. That was the time he was printing money to the government. Atufo sinya dongo munyina kainu. Omuse obwa. Now you bring the 2022 report, Ubakacha say what printing in 2 years, 77 billion. Is it not self-inflicted inflation? Maybe sir. Is it not self-inflicted? Who printed sika edima buying? Now sika who printed printing. How did you use that money? How was Parliament able to assess or monitor the disbursement of those money? And me who print as a governor, no because I print no show print it. So they spend the money recklessly. Have they come out to tell Ghanaians say 77 billion? We say na mass spending. Nobody is talking about that. They will tell you that governor is independent on space or independent in Ghana. These are the basic questions we should be asking. The office holders, 52.5 billion. A year will Kaishi Commercial Bank. Tax revenues are a year. Can of rata de no catch. Almost no na set committee. Committee no mo yedwai. The money has been transferred into unknown source. Sana Auditor General for a catcher. Intibasing then that unknown source no ye. Yes, because they have caused this damage. No, omo person want na konja so that we cannot find out these things. So Ghanaians, it is for you to judge. 52.5 billion Ghana cedis. Taxes has been transferred to unknown source. I am speaking to data. I am not being a charlatan here. I am speaking to facts that exist. The facts that caused Ghana to be hurting. We are being hurt. We are being abused by MPP government. That is what we are talking about. Because there is no sector today. The Minister of Health, 81 million vaccine, or the Congo Abritri, or the other. Look at these reckless people. Reckless government, $81 million. But we couldn't get 4 million to buy the dialysis. We couldn't get money to build a general hospital. The recklessness. These are facts in the books of the government. You can see.
Master Bensumbre, when I intimate quite a second topic. Steven Bremunan, we are enjoying the street. Yes.
Again, me offer Miss Rena say he shouldn't sit here and be seen as MPP propagandist. Why MP that? And this because Oko Google now Kobo a liar, a bit poppy about me. Almost sebe and they nana do room. Internet ne IT no. Kola kiti nation bi. Rapeni OTA. Me ti be twa picture do akoto. Internet so sisia. Na ma trust here the most stupid presenter in the world. Na ma nyankrofo I like it. No ma share. Anytime anybody go to Google to type the most stupid presenter in Ghana, it's something simple that everybody can do. It is what you know, say, but me and a liar, you are seeing now that Google a message. We in Kolankola propaganda, man in your view. Why MP that? Message. Mammy can say, me, Joe. Share John Dramani Mahama, the State of the Nation address in 2016, page 20. I read to your hearing. Over the, I say, Mr. Speaker, over the past 5 years, there has been a proliferation of microfinance companies. These companies come under the direct supervision of Bank of Ghana. Unfortunately, lack of effective supervision has resulted in many cases in which microfinance companies licensed by Bank of Ghana have breached the rules and created supposedly pyramid schemes that have eventually come crashing down. Bank of Ghana no can happen. Opache say under Nana Danko AKUFO is the West Bank of Ghana, and for that matter, the West Governor Bank of Ghana under his own government. Microfinance company under their Bank of Ghana, they couldn't manage them. Microfinance so and I join Dramani Mahama incompetently or complaining to parliamentarians. No one can say no one can say when to be beside John Dramani Mahama. Sir, I'm a boy semni incompetence I can or no can say John Dramani Mahama no or see they couldn't, unfortunately, the supposed pyramid scheme that have eventually come crashing down. Say good and no go to IMF right now. IMF for when we started the banking sector restructuring, IMF for say the good thing that MPP government has done was the way I restructured the banking sector. Some microfinance and they are structured. CBG is making profit, aren't they? CBG is making profit. You sit here, you talk as if says seven producer who you be able to all these data you are talking about, data must be connected to what you are saying, you know. Aye, anamba. So what can say my tongue to man? Nam to man over here. There was a would be say atade be near to man a pamye. And all the finances are finance minister, aqua parliament, aqua buhua contain nobody. In fact, NDC ni be ni ho wa be challenge say o ka say wa ha ye kwa ni ho on chere me ba ko pe. On chere me ba ko one. Na sebe Ghana na ye so lenient and can comfort to say ayi your friend saying leader of minority at what bo Ghana krono na ono ye leader e be ne NDC fo nka kronfo tachira mwa a ogina sendi bia wa bo Ghana krono onda so te parliament so ono ye leader
assembly ndiwie de utimi declare so your kronfo o say assembly ndiwie say assembly wo ko ndiwie ye mo say into utimi nkan jo so ye kronfo ye dia
ya koto say wo da obi yire so o say sabi previous a wan wrong ho into assembly ndiwie wo fa asem aye ya kwacho wo demo a wo da oba no so o say ya mbeto say 7 mm
and but say go di simi kokot no defending hu ya isi betimi abasa ampase asem no
o ko defending no ko mo man Ghana ntino gina se di bia ko e no bo man Ghana ntino gina se di ni me ka teacher ni say again Nana AKUFO say we know how to bring the economy back to life. And in Shaya ya ye nyina no eno na me di ho dance ye say IMF nya ye mugidie say yen ye policy eyi a ye de ko mom yankoka nchom so mom be manage economy ne mayo te say ne omo ye wo John Dramani Mahama abreso no. We have our plan. Come support us with finances to be able to execute our plan. That is what we are doing, and we do it to perfection. Na ni nyina came for no me ka kire ne say enne take for minim say ko take come in Kroma Breso Bepem ne. So my card. Omunye bi dawo. But then today, under His Excellency Nana AKUFO, called University of Ghana Echiho, Toyota Ghana for AC Assembly Plant and Engineering Center. Ayen kola. E wasn't coming to kwa bruchire ekosuansa ne ye ka enomo koho akwa kosuansa ne ye ka omuntu kwan Ghana papa no binu no ne yete ha na Nigeria for the pidu efi Nigeria beye na je bo Nigeria for subo ye heli omo ene ye pidu na ye bi ha ninzan ye bi ha
assembly wa ha na ye wa ha ya assembly wa ha Nigeria for pidu omo assembly omo nyewu
bapeni
they make out as here but no money ni na be ba bapeni ya hye wa ha si
bapeni
ye nya engineer wa ha
medawase
good medawase Nigeria for assembly pidu for over the years
medawase fani sama bon assembling ni twi ye beten
yes assembly yes Ghana because you want to see check an wa
yes say wa ha say ya nwansi ho
da bi edi
ya ka nwansi ho
twi kasa ne ye kan
twi kasa ne kan twi kasa
ya the bicycle in tonto ranaba bicycle e be ba ne ya bubo ni na ho box me apɛ wo mu a eniwi ye me assembly ni na ahyehyɛ ne bako ani e wo de ye se ya ye so o se ke
wasam na me twa bi jo kasa o se ye de pass ni na ba ai ni apɛ omo ni yes
no ma hyehyɛ
good ti omo hyehyɛ wi a aye ka e bi Ghana aya hyehyɛ no Ghana good ti ka hyehyɛ no Ghana yes adam sanem person what is the difference between me kai and
big difference
yeah the fact that plate no ye mix chemicals no envanye plate wanji ye nya Ghana me patcho no make an say ne Ghana ha ye nya ka mo no chian a ono ne nana we wu ko onye bi atene mu da enne nana do ada romantic e mo chian ye hyehyɛ Ghana ha obetene mu bi good enne what ne Dr. Baumieka very soon we are all going
Ghana card ye de be free card
emra ye ka say ye de Ghana card be tu kwan omu si ye hu and no one can send Crawford to make a brochure the Ghana card. At the papa be a Ghana, I have a Ghana for NDC for Link Crawford first, on the Cassa, and then, oh, we are going into the cathedral. We'll get there. I won't even say this one, but I want to tell the NDC and the apparatchik say Ghana for him say it is the NPP that has the blueprint to move this country forward. And you dwell on propaganda so you manage this country, the people we are training, the investments we are doing, 1D, 1F, one district, one factory, one district, one ambulance, one district, one health center, and all the things that we are doing. We will do it to the glory of God. Now, drone cry, bathroom. This is an insensitive party. But I can assure them one thing.
Okay, 84 minutes on my trap from so I didn't come on. Daniel Kasia Shama, former member of parliament for Boom constituency, under the NDC ticket. Arafin so Stephen Kwesi Aqua, Mayor Carlos, and also a member of the MPP communication team at Denton constituency. The second topic quickly. Now, sorry, so USP Nabium and yes, what you say and conformance Yabia. One who almost want to see chere and basically vote buying. They are somewhat Ghana. Politicians in our way. And what Trababon so here's uncle for now on your wedding come. Adentia Osusu say NPP primaries now one more corner and see no often constituency secretary ebem. People must tell us how they got that money. 2% of the issue. Sama.
Was it Office of Special Prosecutor? Near a dream, yes, in this country is monetization of our politics.
Okay.
It is not only one political party. But we say a Gusu Kosro, yes, which is very bad. And we must speak. My dear NPP, I must also speak. Because Ubemu say, a notice is seen in the case of NDC, Uko branch elections. And now Omudo see police station executive. It is more like a fight.
Yes.
It is more like a fight. I said yes, sir. You demystify this type of thing. It will not help us. It will never help us. And
but they're showing the money crowd
it is
and
bad.
also telling people say this is how much I got. Why do you see that?
So are exhibiting their intention of contesting for that position. That is what, yes. Nenti me fight is a mayor women organizer. Nenti me fight is a mayor secretary. No. This is my winning trophy.
Because I'm not sure I'll be a member of Nkofua.
That's right. By TV Super I say Coco season.
Yes.
Ghana, we are driving towards a dangerous, very bad. The way it is increasing. Senkaya Brochira, they will know how this money come. Okay, I said last week, America, they kick out a senator. Yes. No, not a senator, a house member. Say yes, you go out there to beg people to support you. Almost support you, no. Ubanga, oh, be there for banga. To be invited. They will trace it. Yes. And no matter trace it, say, hey, when you stress the cancel the year campaign, Sika will withdraw. One can say, call this country.
Because when you withdraw the money, you should tell us where the money is going, what you have done, then you account for it.
In the class, Obia did the Sika for banker. Go to bank today.
Yes.
Who withdraw Sika? They say for what? You have to write.
Write it, okay.
They say for what? They ask that question. You see? And now we transfer scam. Yes, they say it should stay.
And I say, oh, come on, up no swap.
Yes.
I don't want to mention them this then so when you type anything there, it gives you approval, then you go down.
Politicians in him say Moshe said they say what them so that the bank cannot trace. You can't trace them. It is bad for all of us. It is the guy saying fine do more mine. say man for tasi this year what them. Obinumu ka say so obi be $2 onu so $1 be bree. Special prosecutor sanka juma no ye juma nka ya when mu nyina their culture show how you get those dollars our packet because Ghana is a city state.
The who can you know to one among issue he made an effort.
But what be a bound
wakwa could pin baby.
Me as same way you know me train.
Yes.
Enye maye aso mai enye maye ebe drum redia wono mu wonyansa ne odo ni pepa set nka omu gina position oni sikanti ontimi inti ube unse obi ka say it will come to a time say Ghana na abrochire armed robbers because they have money they will be in position. I'm not talking of Ghana politicians of today. I'm just making a statement. Generals, not targeted on anybody. So, mesre special prosecutor says, "I'm going to get down while you're waiting for the eja." Yentia ne kasa no enye juba de say. Ubeka itama this is a
video bi ba amwa bon.
Yeah. Obi not to make I say go and start from that time. You see, this is the reason why say BBC you have to tackle it and clear it off. Don't leave it on the table. Yeah, politicians feel say, oh, asem no, a better a man for we be fee. But when Juma no be di emra second issue sabaye, and I would just say you are coming to deal with the second issue. Somebody will refer you to the first issue.
And we could see final decision.
And that is what people use to grade you by your performance. Performance here can silent here. One some for 80 ho. Enu mo jota na omunu mo nsu na omunu mo nsa na omudi omu kenke no. Udie because you have the political power no. Uye nya ube but that person a your friend call insane no obe bisa question me bisa say first one no uye dien.
Okay.
That is your performance level. And this say no there are several things on the table la. Ye papa jabe on to me train the performance level. Okoko ti ye bravado sa catch say conscience of the nations now foot trofa at the end. But it is very dangerous for all of us. Dear politicians, near ekoso ewo Ghana. We need to sanitize our political environment. We must find a different way of electing people for office.
Yes.
That will take off monetary
yes. Influence beer. Because
in India, only they select people for positions. You write names about 5. The office that you want to go. You must show your understanding of a Juma Awukwakoyen. Sells you by Minister of Finance.
Yes.
But social edikai. Atro near twice. Atro 5 times.
Quiet.
Then you know that yes. And then the Prime Minister or UK.
No.
That's right. Sano matiti omo. Na ye de obia waso me bad time and me campaign. Me sorry whether it is a sensitive position or not, na de amano. But uye sa udi o mani nyina hwemo. Ati se sa nipa no nyasika because he doesn't understand the models and ways that the money must be expended or you soon send your pay or packet to hope for the next election.
Yes.
But I have been a member of parliament before. Meanwhile, Sika, it is not always going to help you say, a day will come, people will sit down and ask questions, and immediately they will tell you that you never again.
Now, Sika no cry na ye can. We know a lot of people are. On one imagine say we my it be a 400 Ghana, we my 200 Ghana. But you about to about the baby, na dey only 200 Ghana we win. So if Sika no tini mani party vote, why did you vote for the person now? Or ma Sika ketwa now vote to man. That means say Sika no tie kwa no. And so there won't important say Sika na wo gina nya hwadwuma na kwakoye.
Look, delegates be no. Come say that is why when we are on the platform, You can be winning the campaign, sir. You stand on the platform and make one single mistake.
That's all.
Be asa. Inti ayam Bible. Etom rebi ko kasa. You have to pray.
You are that's a comment you have make bia no bi benya ho asem. Yet it tells
sir, you monitor. Inti ayam Bible. But about money no, only see was enough. Is it enough? The Chikwesi constituency. People took money, but they didn't vote. Did you get it right? That is how they should change us politicians.
It happened at Kumawutu.
Yes.
Money and they also voted against.
Yes. Do you get it right? Intino, those are some of the media name. See me try some way. Dear Eddie Ninanya. Say special prosecutor. Say no. Or never be brew table so. In this and go push my yokwa. Now say yoko suno about game nibi. And they say so jacket here. Mama Tiwa. Onu na ho. Omu jacket here. Say for someone. So don't if you go here, people are going to ask you first one we are no there. We are no there. But once they are all investigative bodies and agencies, no,
they are spreading it.
Spread it so that everybody see that. One say who spread here. Where so where them to me say where so me to me say but obi no ho no aye din on person but the person is taking salary so omu distribute ejuma na competition na agromo and Mr. Ghana for abatu aye disika time be aye chiche sika no emboaye ase still emboaye
let me join him by saying say it is wrong, say, Obi Ebekwako take a decision based on inducement. And yet, Sika Yediaman. Having said that, the Ghanaian people are the problem of Ghana. Me can say, Ghana for ye and ye your house and the Maga. It's answer. 1992, 1996, 2000, 2004,
yes,
2008, Eba. Okay, in the central region. I'm a big one do unpleasant memory. As a more cocaine said, this cash matches box and a man voters our central region. Okay. Yeah, yeah, now. Okasafa the fact say Sebe Ubi Ekita honorable bag Eliko campaign na meya na dom na ban ne banna ye chepusa the fact say Ukita bag minti yema Ubi
personal assistant one
position near the amount so betimi say wuntimi the patrol on same NDC ni mo and national organizer ekoye campaign ko dina same PSO. Say more campaigning in some.
No, I wasn't talking about MPP.
No, member.
It's a national issue.
It's a national issue. I'm developing some.
No, I'm making references.
Yes,
to
we are talking about politicians because as some kind of TH1 politicians must start doing things differently so that we can have different results. Now, an NDC organizer on a national platform saying say more campaigning in be some certificate. Enti se nyame adom na se NDC party ba ben mu a oko office bi ne ebisa o se o certificate wo hia utimi ahwe nipa na so
to se bufu aba
ye bisa o certificate what is your competence level edwuma na open ye mfama o so wo ko ne ebisa sa hwe nipa na so because we go campaign we bisa certificate we happening we are our own problem but in America say now share me, I have a different position when it comes to this money issue. First of all, our delegates must be conscientized, trained, prepared towards this kind of elections. Because mami mauska okudum de kwatme. Sabe pena krache uska.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
Yes, you know you're cracking out on a
country.
It is Sabe in Colladine way a friend and buy us Sabe. Ubi a mouth be what chose can say 1 mouse. now they quack cameras say maji we be 100 cedis and a maji we 200 cedis. Sebi previous. Excuse my language to say a crisis.
You cross the 7 million run account. It's very bad.
Rapidly, she Matisse is in Domlevo said a inducement to take a decision. Mr. Domlevo be Miss Ram Casa or Camotion who you are. It's answer. Or no one Casa new office are not occupy us. Auditor General. Me patrol or co training or allowance. In Canada. See, yes. I then organize training and money staffer. Baby, omuko training no. You allow. In fact, some of the training are in-house training, but they pay allowances. They pay per diems. They pay hotel bills. They pay a lot of bills because of the training they go. Mind you, these are party officers at the grassroots. What work do they do? Omo netally posters my you. Honorable neti. This no time man and call for the telling the posters. Sometimes 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Utieti agatem efum obo kabi. Ebi mo nan kotieti agade so na dade awo mo na ase. It is ye ko conference na sebe previous sebe nya ado. Ye ka say wo allowance kakreni je na won so. Fakoto bibi edi epata wo krafo adwuma waya mpachonka ne bone so ne. But yen crofo na sebe ye de sa allowances ne mo. They must be smart enough and stop doing this kind of petty and young. Yes. Rapeni wuti sisi a home base for say and then me buy you adwuma ya so many. And you found go training wa broche. They will pay you salary. Yes. They will pay you per diem. They will pay you everything. Yes. Me is it an inducement? No. But so be jina wona wo bana beka say me co training no home base for man 2,000 Ghana cedis. 10,000 Ghana. What did you do? So we must, you see, NCCA is a problem in this country. And I always tell them, National Commission for Civic Education, SAR office no ebeya yen scrapping, na yen for SAR responsibilities no, emma assembly members. Na omum fisikan kan, emwa assembly members, your opinion leaders in their various electoral areas no, emwa me educate yen from, because when the assembly member gather his people and speak to them, tell them what to do and what not to do, they will listen to the assembly member. NCCA boss or ye election, what are they doing? How much last year 3 days 1 week to election? I feel no mobile. What a shame. I feel no mobile. Advert no mobile. You design the advert in near fuel like a good car. You na driver no air quack advert no crowd about 10 cry. Ye my driver na allowance in so or this salary. And no the inducement, and the corruption, and the crown. So our appeal to delegates of both political parties say omoma yenim bie. All political parties.
Don't say both.
That's some of you that say more.
Yes, but the bottom line is that political parties are running polling station executive policies. Me the last time I CCP before Ekoye police station. Are you getting my point? So I will beg with all the political parties, especially NDC and PPR, your base, you know, are very solid. NDC has 9 executives at the polling station. NPP has 5. Na se same in previous all elections in so they themselves they went for elections and no amu compare crofo about to about more mad police station level e bi no brand take car confirm crofo better yes did they go out to say oma kofa car man crofo so better they bought water for them, they bought drinks for them, and at every level e did this work sebe minister salary associate deputy minister salary anambo Entino Obia or to about at regional level. No? Now allowance will be higher than Obi or to about at the district level. Omuma yenim kakra.
Oh yes, it's very bad.
Omuma delegates yama yenim kakra. Now I could just kind of the show to the cameras.
It's not people some say, I'm a politician.
How
do they call themselves politicians? Because politicians wouldn't do that. Sikara de man one farmer will begin. Oh, begin the idea of kukum and what Casagu was and what peppers. So the yo, so you. I shall wow.
Everything is something pretty asa. When I'm delegates and I'm money, let us do without admitting we have 2,000 delegates. Ah, 1 month and 2,000 delegates in Yasa the Sempoa. Now we have 2,000 votes.
Debbie. It doesn't work. Yesterday I said it here. Mr. Whoever, so we Mauska. I went 100%. But still,
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So that kind of populist approach now, they call elections. The NDC gives money during elections because they want people to go out and vote. So the obi wo whole crowd that day nko woni bi papa bi ya nko benya teku anasempoa. It is a who facilitating the lorry fare any issue of benum to the place to go and also help develop and maintain our democratic.
The MPP to give money. Who can this and now can MPP?
Oh, that's somebody.
But when it's come to general elections, we the ordinary Ghanaian, mo catch mo the policy, but you know, and for policy in Twabano. Some delegates need park catchers, sorry to say. Because some of the policy breme, so when that person will get to swabba. No one can say, Uyi Stephen, Sir Stephen Bedianimu, no first policy with Mra. What is Stephen Sika? Now we are if the was intended to take a decision. Anyway, I catch the men at the table until some media me paganda ye. It me dem ko to abane kwa me. If you want liar ye be kwa for voter registration ni one chine dem kwa pen down. And ya ko to abama uni pada uji scan na one bi. So no we e I mean delegate yama ye nimbie ko fa ko to aba. Yama ye nimbie. Adam naso. Era me dem ati nyami so pa. Nyami so.
Enti me corona me ntia kese ma oba pa akosua esa menu. Adenta for so muni ade. Say ye you say obeye the next MP for the good people of Adenta constituency. Nyami sha akosua menu be.
Okay, ba me fa ntia kese fan koma yera engineer Daniel Awotwe. Ose men kantre New Weja East for say memenda ebe over the work sonkopa ana ede baso na sa work ni na abatwa ebaso 9th ebaso or December 19th for assembly election no ugina for assembly election ni bi inti nema ni bi a oye no ana ode work sonko ede baso e wo New Weja East inti engineer Daniel Awotwe se Saturday mu nyina mo beka no ho tie top for ne ho a SCC for area ho for ni na no mo mbra na yenko sa work no sonko kra yade asi na me fa da emfama 7 kwasi akwa mayor na fi me fa da so ma Daniel kwasi ashaman ana me ankasa nso me di kwasi ti kwasi for me ensa ana ne hia itina nkomo na eye baba you wish